That day, Sarah made a decision. She would no longer beg for love. She would no longer negotiate her dignity. She would fight for stability, for sanity, for her children. She sought help. Legal advice she was afraid to hear. Community support she didn't know existed. Women who looked like her, sounded like her, and had survived storms just as violent. And for the first time since Trevor left, she realized something powerful. She was not alone. Sarah began to reclaim her voice. She stopped apologizing for existing, stopped shrinking herself to keep the peace. She returned to work, started small, built slowly. There were days she doubted herself, days she was exhausted. But every paycheck reminded her of a truth she had forgotten. She had always been capable. People began to call her by her name again. Not Trevor's wife, just Sarah. Her children became her anchors. Every laugh reminded her why she needed to be strong. She was no longer surviving, she was living for legacy. Because love that demands your silence is not love. Marriage that survives only on endurance is a prison. And JAPA, escape, does not heal wounds you refuse to face. And that made her unstoppable. Zara did not rise loudly. She rose quietly, steadily. When Trevor left Sarah, he believed he was choosing happiness. The other woman made life feel exciting. Fast money, soft living, endless praise. She fed his ego and made him feel like the man he always imagined himself to be. What Trevor didn't know was that admiration without character is always borrowed. Slowly his savings disappeared. She encouraged risks, introduced him to opportunities. Loans followed, then debts. The day the money ran out, the love evaporated. Calls went unanswered. Messages stayed unread. The woman who once adored him disappeared, taking everything with her. Trevor was left with silence and shame. Friends stopped returning his calls. Opportunities dried up. In his lowest moments, Trevor thought of Sarah, her steadiness, her sacrifices, the home he walked away from without looking back. Months later, he returned, empty, with apologies. She listened quietly. She asked one question. "Are you back because you love me, or because you have nowhere else to go?" Trevor had no answer. So Sarah chose herself, because sometimes a man doesn't miss you because he loves you. He misses you because life stopped working without you. And sometimes the real escape is choosing yourself.